Notification number 48 2016 Service tax advertising, shopping online set to become expensive. Disclaimer. This presentation is the property of SoTouch. No one shall publish, reproduce or use it in any manner, for commercial purposes, without the permission of SoTouch. The SoTouch shall not be responsible or liable for anything done or omitted to be done on the basis of this presentation. If you have been using services such as A. Renting or downloading of movies or music, B. Buying e-books, C. Availing cloud-based services, D. Buying hosting and email services, E. Online gaming from a company which is not based in India, then all these are going to become expensive, as these companies have to pay service tax on it effective 1st December 2016. So the cost is going to increase by 15%. This change is covered by notification number 48 2016. Some of the things covered under this notification are: providing of online information and database access or retrieval services by a person who is in non-taxable territory to a non-assess online recipient in taxable territory. Definition of online information and database access or retrieval services. Definition of non-assess online recipient. Who has to charge service tax? Conditions for establishing that recipient of services in taxable territory. Mode of registration under service tax. Definition of online information and database access or retrieval services. Online information and database access or retrieval services means services whose delivery is mediated by information technology over the Internet or an electronic network, and the nature of which renders their supply essentially automated and involving minimal human intervention, and impossible to ensure in the absence of information technology, and includes electronic services such as advertising on the Internet, providing cloud services, provision of e-books, movie, music, software and other intangibles via telecommunication networks or Internet, providing data or information, retrievable or otherwise, to any person, in electronic form through a computer network. Online supplies of digital content such as movies, television shows, music, etc. Digital data storage. Online gaming. Definition of non-assess online recipient. Non-assess online recipient means government, a local authority, a governmental authority or individual receiving online information and database access or retrieval services in relation to any purpose other than commerce, industry or any other business or profession, located in taxable territory. Who has to pay service tax? A. Provider of services located in a non-taxable territory. B. An intermediary located in a non-taxable territory, including an electronic platform, a broker, an agent or any other person, by whatever name called, who arranges or facilitates provision of such service, but does not provide the main service on his account, shall be deemed to be receiving such services from the service provider in non-taxable territory and providing such services to the non-assess online recipient, except in following cases: the invoice or customer's bill or receipt issued or made available by such intermediary taking part in the supply clearly identifies the service in question, its supplier in non-taxable territory in the service tax registration number of the supplier in taxable territory. The intermediary involved in the supply does not authorize the charge to the customer or take part in its charge. That is, intermediary neither collects or processes payment in any manner nor is responsible for the payment between the non-assess online recipient and the supplier of such services. The intermediary involved in the supply does not authorize delivery. The general terms and conditions of the supply are not set by the intermediary involved in the supply but by the service provider. Conditions for establishing that recipient of service is in taxable territory. The location of address presented by the service recipient via Internet is in taxable territory. The credit card or debit card or store value card or charge card or smart card or any other card by which the service recipient settles payment has been issued in the taxable territory. The service recipient's billing address is in the taxable territory. The Internet protocol address of the device used by the service recipient is in the taxable territory. The service recipient's bank in which the account used for payment is maintained is in the taxable territory. The country code of the subscriber identity module card used by the service recipient is of taxable territory. The location of the service recipient's fixed landline through which the service is received by the person is in taxable territory. Also, a person receiving such services shall be deemed to be a non-assess online recipient, if such person does not have service tax registration under these rules. How to register under service tax. An application for registration in Form ST1A for registration within a period of 30 days from the date on which the service tax under Section 66B of the Act is levied or the person located in non-taxable territory has commenced supply of taxable services in the taxable territory in India, and notwithstanding anything contrary in these rules, the registration shall be deemed to be granted in Form ST2A from the date of receipt of the application.